So, Fredrik, new studio installment, new album for Hammerfall, and the title Hammer of Dawn. So, how do you feel about mending the armors again?
It's so good. Finally, it's out. I mean, we've been working with this for quite some time now. I mean, we started recording almost a year ago. So it's been a long time, and it feels really good to finally let it out in the wild and see the people's reaction. And so far, it's been really good as well.
Okay, the new album, Hammer of Dawn, is due to be released today. If I remember right, the official date is today, 25th of February, via Napalm Records. What we are going to hear from you guys this time?
It feels like this is a very diverse record, a lot of dynamics. There's some pretty fast songs, big choruses, but also heavier and darker songs mixed with a ballad and yeah, there's a lot of Hammerfall, all the sides of Hammerfall. Yeah.
Okay, listening the album, I noticed the vibe and the power that we love from Hammerfall, and with some guests also that we are going to speak afterwards. What do you believe is the most notable change on the new album in comparison to Dominion, the previous album?
I think we were better off catching the spirit of Hammerfall. We captured the energy a lot better on this one. Not saying it's a bad record, Dominion, but it feels like everybody has stepped up a bit, a step or two extra on this one. That's more of everything, I guess. And the production is excellent on this one, in my opinion. Fredrik Nordström of Studio Fredman did a great job mixing it. It feels very much like old school Hammerfall in a fresh new package, I would say.
From 1997, you have a steady flow of producing albums every 2-3 years. So this new album is no exception. What makes Hammerfall so steady to commitment? Another band like that comes to mind is Saxon. What is your secret producing a steady flow of albums?
It's kind of hard to say, but it feels like we are still evolving, even though it's still Hammerfall in a traditional heavy metal music, but we try to be fresh anyway. It seems like the songs that we are putting out are vital. They are still alive, and we are not just releasing albums to go out and play songs from our 3 first albums, if you know what I mean. We try to make everything matter. It feels like we still have a lot of songs and energy in us to be equally important today as for 25 years ago.
From the previous artwork, Dominion, I noticed that the colors that been used are more cleaner in a way and brighter, if I can say it, less canvas-like. What you said, like, this is the artwork for the new album, and what it means for you guys, this new artwork for the album?
The guy who did it is Samwise Didier. He works for Blizzard Entertainment and does stuff for World of Warcraft and such. And he's a longtime friend. On the last album, Dominion, it was kind of a demonic Hector, our mascot Hector. And he was in the fiery depths of hell, kind of. And this time it's the opposite. It's a much lighter and brighter Hector on the cover. It's still him, but in a more angelic dress, I would say.
If we exclude, as you said about Hector, if we exclude 2011's Infected, from 1997 Glory to the Brave to this year's album, Paladin Hector is always on the front of your albums. What this Paladin means for you and the fans, and what Hector symbolizes on Hammer of Dawn and you guys?
I'm not sure it means that much, but I mean, Hector's been around since the beginning. He was in the cover on the Infected album, not on the outside. So, but anyway, it means a lot for the fans, and it means a lot for us as well to have him with us. It's a fun thing to have Hector in different shapes, and he's evolving as well, as long as he's evolving with us through the years. And yeah, I mean, he's been around for 25 years as well. So,
did you had any difficulties making the album? Any particular song that was tricky making of it? Any funny story making the album? If I remember right, the recording was due pandemic, if I remember right.
Yeah, most of the songs, I guess, was written before the pandemic, actually, because Oscar usually writes when he comes off stage, when we're on tour nowadays, or on vacations and stuff. So he doesn't just take the time at home to write music. He can do it all the time. So we got the songs pretty early this time, and we could listen to them and make our own opinion what to do about it, and what to add and what not. So it felt like it was pretty smooth to go in the studio and capture the energy on tape. We had a lot of fun, and it was a relaxed time in the studio. Since we had a lot of time due to the pandemic, we had no shows that were interfering, and due to that fact, we could stay focused and take the time, take the weekend off, or even more than the weekend, and then come in the studio again with fresh ears and just try to capture the energy.
The first videos for the promotion of the album were first the video for Hammer of Dawn, then followed the visualizer video for Venerate Me, and last the video for Brotherhood, if I remember 2 days ago. What made to choose those specific songs for videos? Can we expect any more videos from Hammerfall?
Well, the first video was kind of self-written, because it's the title track of the album, and we had this idea for a long time to do something at the amusement park in Gothenburg called Liseberg, and when everything just finally arranged so we could do that video during the night time when it was closed, and also it was the Halloween special theme in the park, so it fitted our songs really well. So the next song, Venerate Me, was also a song that was a bit different than the usual Hammerfall song, but still 100% heavy metal and Hammerfall. But it was a fun thing that when we recorded it felt like this is kind of a King Diamond song. So Oscar talked about it, and he talked to Joachim when Joachim delivered the vocal lines. He said it feels like it would be really cool if King would make us the honor to sing a part of this. And since we have Pontus in the band, who also is a great live front of house sound guy, he does the sound for King Diamond. So he just asked, and it worked out. And King delivered a small part, singing something that made us very, very happy. It's not a feature, King Diamond. It's just a small cameo, I guess you could say. And that was for our own amusement. I mean, this wasn't to advertise. We have King Diamond on this song. It was just a small thing for ourselves that made us really happy. And I hope the fans will enjoy it too.
Okay, one question that I like to ask. Do you believe that the pandemic unintentionally made a new way of creativity and collaborations for the artists? We saw many collaborations and quarantine songs, if I can say it, throughout those 2 years.
Yes, of course. I mean, if you don't have any gigs and shows to put your energy in, a lot of people try to do something with the time. So that's a good thing. But for our sake, we had pretty much all the period lined up anyway. Of course, we were missing a lot of festivals and a couple of shows of our own as well, but those have been postponed instead. But I mean, we had the time scheduled already planned for the live record and video, and the plan was to start recording in 2021 early and release early 2022. So here we are. That was the plan from the beginning.
Okay, the plans about the tours now that we have vaccinations and the first heavy metal tours are starting to be announced. Or maybe we have some more cancellations on the way. Your tour with Halloween just cancelled, if I remember.
Yeah.
What do you believe?
That was really a sad part. But it's, I mean, we have a whole European tour. And the fact was that every country didn't open up equally in the same time. So it's kind of hard we can't do parts of it. So now we have to split it up instead. So it's going to happen, but it's going to happen over like a year or so.
Okay, some more generic questions and some questions about you, Fredrik. Which bands do you believe influenced Hammerfall? Which bands you grew in a way?
Well, my first big concert, I was too young, so I had to bring my mom to it, and I'm really grateful for that. But I saw Accept in Gothenburg when I was, I don't know, 10 years old or something. And I thank her for that so much. That's been a huge influence on my part. And of course, Hammerfall. Oscar loves Accept. And I guess it's the usual suspects for me, like Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Halloween, of course, a bit later on. But yeah, it's the big ones for me. Oscar and Joachim are much more into they sought up and found the small bands, so they know a lot of small bands that influenced them a lot. But I made it for the big ones.
What other bands are you listening to this time around?
Oh, I listen to a lot of bands. Not typically that the heavy metal genre. I listen a lot to bands like Opeth, maybe Mastodon, a bit of, I don't know, Mars Volta, a bit more chaotic, and I don't know, a lot of different bands spins around at home right now.
Any memories from the first time you went on stage?
First time on stage? Well, I've been playing since I was 13, so there's been a lot of smaller stage. But see if I can remember one of the bigger ones. No, I took small steps all along. So I mean, with Hammerfall, we played like a rock contest in I don't know, 95 or something. That was a really small stage, but at least it was a stage and some audience there. It was a crazy time. People were kind of laughing at Hammerfall at that time because, you know, it was a time of grunge and stuff, and we came with all leather and studs, playing heavy metal, which was like 10 or 15 years since that was popular. So Yeah, that's what I remember from that time. But yeah, we made it anyway.
Any memories from the worst or best show you had? Any funny moments?
Yeah, that's been a lot of worst show. Things happen. If the sound or instruments, it's a struggle sometimes. But I can't say we had that much of that in the last times. I've been some great shows. We played in Gothenburg, in our hometown, for it was like a city party, Gothenburg party, and we stood a big stage on the top of the big avenue in Gothenburg, playing. It was a free concert, so there was a lot of people. The whole streets were crowded. That was a big thing for me. All my friends were there, and I'm playing for a lot of people. It felt like it was important for me to be there and show everyone that we are a big band now.
Any memories that you had of visiting Greece? Any other funny moments there?
Yeah, we had a lot of good shows in Greece, as I remember. Can't say that I remember something special that happened, but it's always good to be in Greece. It's a lot of crazy fans there, because you usually have the feelings a little bit more on the outside than we have here in Sweden, for instance. We are a bit more laid back and watch the show, but you guys are crazy, so that's always good to be there.
Fredrik, something that you regret throughout your career? Is there anything?
Sure, I'm sure there are things I regret, but I usually don't think about it. And I guess some people would say, "Why did you leave the band in '97?" I don't know. It was for a reason. I wanted to play like death metal and thrash metal at that time, so it was the right thing for me to give the place to someone else. So if I didn't do that in '97, I guess I wouldn't have come back in 2007, and I'm not sure it would have been the same ride as it has been now.
Have you any plans visiting Greece about a gig, about a show?
Sorry, I'm not sure about the routing right now, actually. But I hope we get to Greece, of course. And I'm sure there's gonna be some shows. I haven't figured out the routing yet.
Last message to your fans?
I hope to see you real soon, because we are really eager to get out on the road to play live again. It's been 2 years that been not wasted, but it feels like we need to see each other. It would be so great to see you live again.
Fredrik, thank you very much for your time. It was an honor speaking with you. We're going to see you hopefully on tour. Keep the faith, and a very good album indeed. Thank you very much, Fredrik.
Thank you very much for having me.
Have a nice day. Stay safe.
Same. Bye.